Pupils should return to school in September or risk overwhelming long-term damage.
With Lucrezia Millarini.
Good afternoon. Britain's top medical officers today threw their weight behind efforts to get children back to school next month. The top doctors of England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland say children risk more damage from not returning to the classroom than from coronavirus. England's chief medical officer, Chris Whitty, admitted going back to school could cause a rise in infections, but the joint statement said very few, if any, children risked long-term harm from COVID-19 because of attending school. More from our political correspondent, Romilly Weeks.
Of the Education Secretary. What everybody will be watching for very anxiously is any...
Romilly, thank you. Opposition supporters have been holding mass rallies in Belarus today, demanding the resignation of the country's hardline president. The latest wave of protests began when President Lukashenko won a disputed election in the former Soviet Republic, giving him yet another term in office. Well, many demonstrators gathered in the capital, Minsk. Our correspondent John Ray reports. 13 people have died in a stampede at a crowded disco in Peru during a raid by police. Around 120 people had jammed into the second-floor Thomas Disco in the capital Lima when police entered to enforce the country's lockdown restrictions. But the disco's only exit quickly became blocked, causing the fatal crush. Well, here, organisers of illegal raves in England could soon face fines of up to £10,000 under new regulations unveiled today. President Trump declared a major disaster in California today over the huge wildfires burning out of control in the state. 3 massive clusters of flames raging across nearly 1 million acres around San Francisco have formed one of the biggest fires in California's history. At least 5 people have been killed and hundreds of buildings destroyed. Samantha Fairley reports. Sport now and in cricket. After yesterday's England run fest, today was a war of attrition in the final test against Pakistan. The visitors did their best to dig in and resist as they responded to England's massive first innings total. But the biggest enemy standing in the way of an England win is likely to be not so much wickets as the weather. Chris Scudder was watching. Now, a new mum has extra reasons for celebrating her baby. She believes her daughter saved her life. A tumour was discovered when Rachel Bailey went for a scan during her pregnancy and doctors diagnosed a rare form of kidney cancer. Well, after giving birth, the tumour was successfully removed, as Sangeeta Kandola reports. And finally, while Britain's been sweltering in high temperatures and suffering from summer storms, it's a rather different picture on the other side of the world. And that is it for now. The weather is next. I'm back with the late news just before 10. Until then, whatever you're doing, enjoy your afternoon. Bye-bye.